Hello everyone and welcome. This is Dawn. I'm so glad you could join me. Today I'm going to make a fun little birthday card using the Whimsy Stamps Mini Slimline Notch die set, the Happy die, and these amazing Slimline pattern papers. Check out all these amazing patterns. There's so much you can do with this paper. You can whip out a bunch of these happy birthday cards I'm going to be making in no time if you wanted to make multiples of them. I'm going to be using this pattern paper right here. So let's get started. First, I take the second largest mini slimline notch die and I'm just going to move it all around the paper until I find the spot that I like the best for my background on the card. And then I tape it in place and run it through my die cut machine. Then I take the largest mini slimline notch die in a piece of dull pink cardstock and I run it through my die cut machine. I take the happy die and I die cut it from the dull pink cardstock and two from a piece of black cardstock. Using some liquid glue, I adhere the black happy die cut over the pink die cut and I kind of offset it a little bit so that you can see the pink sticking out behind the black one. Then I adhere the other black die cut on top of the other two we just adhered together. Now you can adhere the two black ones together first if you want to. It really doesn't matter the order you do it in as long as the pink shows a little bit behind the black one. And just a little tip, if you get a little bit of glue that squeezes out between the die cuts like I do sometimes, you can just use your pick and it takes it right off, which is really nice so it doesn't dry onto the sentiment. Okay, so moving on, I take a piece of craft foam and I cut out a piece to go behind my pattern paper. I had some pink craft foam, so I used that, but most people use white craft foam. Or you can put foam tape, it really doesn't matter. Make sure to cut off the corners of the craft foam so that you don't see it behind the pattern paper. Then I adhere it behind the pattern paper with some liquid glue. I decided I wanted to add some texture to the pink background paper, so I'm going to use the Whimsy Stamps Diagonal Dots embossing folder. I place the pink notch die cut into the embossing folder and then I place it on top of the cutting plate and then I place another cutting plate over the embossing folder and I run it through my die cut machine and it will add a lot of texture to the paper. Here I just plan out where I want my happy word to go and then I take the Whimsy Stamps Happy Everything stamp set and I'm going to use the little balloon string stamp to stamp some strings onto the pattern paper. I did also stamp out 3 balloons off screen to save some time and I stamped 1 purple, 1 pink, and 1 yellow to keep with the colors that are in the pattern paper. Once I get my balloons where I want them to go, I put the string stamp onto my acrylic block and I stamp the strings onto the pattern paper with some black ink. Now I'm going to start to assemble my card. I adhere the happy word die to the front of the pattern paper and then using the Happy Everything stamp set again, I stamp the word birthday onto the pattern paper with some black ink. I'm using my Misty stamping tool for this because I don't want to mess up at this point. Next, I adhere the pattern paper card front to the pink embossed paper. I put foam tape on the back of all the balloons and I adhere them on top of the strings. I adhere the entire card front to a piece of white cardstock that I cut to 7 by 6.5 and then I scored it at 3.5 inches. I wanted to add some bling to my card, so I have this really great confetti from This Calls for Confetti, and this particular one is a Whimsy Stamps exclusive called Blurry Flurries 1, so you should check out the confetti because they really are amazing. Anyway, I just adhered them onto the card with some liquid glue, and you can see how nice they look on the card. They really are high quality confetti. And to finish off the card, I took my clear Wink of Stella pen and I colored the 3 balloons with it so they had some sparkle to them. I know it's hard to see, but they really are very sparkly when the light shines on them. And that will complete my card for today. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed my card. I would love for you to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of it. We would love for you to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great inspirational videos. Also, check out their website for all their new releases. As always, thanks for stopping by and have yourself a wonderful day.